Good evening, this is Family and Life Update. I'm Maricel Badilla.
I'm Bianca Helito, and here are this week's top news on family and life.
In Hong Kong, our neighbor, church slams pro-adultery website.
What's that? Pro-adultery?
Yeah, anything's on the internet nowadays. Father Lawrence Lee, Chancellor of the Diocese of Hong Kong, has expressed strong disapproval for the launch of a new website in the Chinese market that wittingly aims to destroy the family by offering extramarital encounters. The Ashley Madison website, already active in over 30 countries, promotes extramarital encounters and affairs. The Asian launch already took place in Japan, where it has 1 million members.
Wow.
Now the founder, Noel Biderman, is aiming at the Chinese market and has chosen Hong Kong to start off. Amazing.
After an online customer pays the registration to access the website, it puts married people who are interested in cheating on their spouse in touch with each other. I mean, how crazy is that?
Unbelievable.
Father Lee especially criticized the reasons put forward by the founder of the site, who said he wanted to, quote, put in touch only those who are already predisposed to adultery, unquote.
Amazing.
Father Lee said this is a huge nonsense, and I agree. We all agree to that.
Of course we agree.
Because if we follow this principle, we should also make drugs and every other vice more accessible and easier to buy. He further stated that what the youth needs is help and support in their emotional education and understanding of the importance of marriage.
Last year, there were 20,000 divorces in Hong Kong. And this is just a small country. How many people do they have? The causes for these divorces are many. Very stressful jobs, the lack of communication between partners, family violence. But at the top is betrayal and infidelity.
And I think this the founder of this website knows that statistic.
I wonder if he's
and
married
that's why he
and
wants.
what his wife thinks. Maybe he's not married. And who is predisposed to adultery?
I know.
I mean, we're all meant to love, and we're searching for that one true love.
And
so.
I like what Father Lee said, that you don't have to moralize it. It's just plain stupid. I mean,
exactly.
why would you put up a website to destroy
Hong Kong, what's up with you? And this, whatever.
No, not Hong Kong. This guy,
this person,
this
yeah,
founder.
amazing. It's crazy.
In other news, New Zealand becomes the first Asia-Pacific country to legalize same-sex marriage.
What's up with our neighbors?
More than 30 same-sex couples said "I do" last Monday after New Zealand became the first Asia-Pacific country and only the 14th in the world to legalize gay marriage. The amendment to the Marriage Act was passed by Parliament in April, but did not come into effect until last August 19. Established Christian churches, however, were uneasy about the new law, with Roman Catholics opposed outright, while Anglicans, Presbyterians, Methodists, and Baptists were split. Conservative lobby group Family First said changing the Marriage Act was an arrogant act of cultural vandalism that politicians had pushed through without a public mandate.
About 1,000 same-sex couples in Australia, their neighbor, have indicated that they plan to travel to New Zealand to marry, according to the Australian Marriage Equality Lobby Group. Marriage equality? This is not marriage equality. There's a screw loose somewhere there. Meanwhile, a new group in New Zealand has been formed calling for legalized multi-partner marriages, or polyamory. The group has begun lobbying for the legal recognition of non-monogamy marriage or union.
Wow, I gotta say they're so creative.
What are they drinking in New Zealand?
And maybe that's the only thing. That's the only thing they're doing. They're thinking of how can we make it more exciting.
Next thing you know, they'll be pushing for poly-sheep-amory something.
No, there's a term for that.
I don't know what it is.
Well, but I forgot. I know. But polyamory, that means
this is crazy.
Poly is many and amor is love.
It's
so
not,
you're just.
This is crazy. What neighbors? What's going on? Stay there. Don't come here. Okay. Moving on to our next positive news naman. Moving on to our next news story. Pro-life petition could spark European legislation. A citizen-led initiative in Europe is nearing the 1 million signatures needed to force the European Parliament to schedule a debate on protecting every human life from conception. The initiative, called One of Us, seeks to enact a ban on the funding of embryo-destroying research and abortions, as well as achieve a greater cultural awareness of the importance of respecting human life from conception.
The petition was introduced as a European Citizens Initiative, a participative democracy project in which the people can submit legislative proposals to the European Parliament if they can generate 1 million signatures from citizens within a year. The signatures must come from 7 or more of the 28 European Union countries with established quotas for each. Since November 2012, one of us has received more than 800,000 signatures, needing just under 200,000 more by November 1st of this year to reach the target. It has already reached the necessary quota in 10 countries and now looks to bulk up the total volume.
The campaign has been met with widespread support throughout Europe, gaining the endorsement of 40 pro-life leaders, politicians, scholars, and doctors from across the continent. In addition, it has received the support of numerous Catholic bishops and from 2 consecutive popes, Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI and Pope Francis. Pope Francis has also supported the initiative, asking pro-life activists to sign the petition during Italy's March for Life. I mean, this is such good news.
And it's good to note that, you know, professionals like
doctors,
yes, politicians, scholars, and doctors are also pro-life.
See, this is what happens when you veer away from being pro-life. They have such a hard time fighting back, coming back. While here in the Philippines, our constitution protects life from conception.
And people are trying.
Yeah, we're trying to get away from it. I mean, we say we get this from our neighbors, the RH bill and stuff. Let's learn from them as well. They're trying to get back to what is right. Okay. Woo! Okay. And now for our featured topic this week, we bring you Maricel Badilla.
Good evening, friends. Hi, I'm Maricel Badilla, and tonight we bring you a topic on physical wellness. This is primarily addressed to 2 people in your marriage, so it's for fitness for 2. Lots of people have health and fitness in mind. Like, yes, I'm gonna lose these pounds. Yes, I'm gonna lose weight. Yes, I'm not going to eat those chocolates. But what do? We eat those chocolates. We forego going to the gym or taking up a sport that we loved when we were young, but now because of all the other responsibilities that we have, it has been forgone and forgotten. So why is it important for us as couples to carry on that burden of trying to be physically fit? First, it is so stressful and physically tiring to be parents. So in order for us to keep up with our young children and to play with them, we need to have the stamina. And that is what exercise and physical wellness can do for us. Don't you sometimes wish that our spouse would eat healthier, or maybe stop complaining that his belly or her belly is growing big, not because there's a baby, but because there's excess weight and excess fat? So wouldn't it be good for them to just stop talking about it and to actually do something about it? So I'd like to suggest a few simple and effective tips which can help bring spice into our marriage and enliven our appetite for the good things by being able to be physically well. First tip is to set a good example. If you're trying to motivate your spouse to actually get fit, you have to get fit yourself. That's the single most important thing you can do to start off a healthy lifestyle. By your example, you may be able to inspire your spouse to also be consistent with his healthy new routine. If you are consistent, then possibly, especially if your spouse is competitive, I'm sure he or she will take up the habit that you have started to develop. The next step is for us to set goals. The next most important step in becoming more fit is for us to set individual goals and for us couples to be able to set goals that we can do together. Are you engaging in these physical wellness exercises or activities to lose weight? Or to lose inches anywhere in the body? Or is it to cut out on junk food and or sugar because of health purposes? So these goals will help us stay healthy longer so that we can see our children grow up and see even our grandchildren or our great-grandchildren. These wellness exercises are not just for us now. It is because we have a family to look after that we need to be physically fit. Third tip is to plan healthy meals and activities together. It is important for us to incorporate healthy eating habits and activities throughout our daily life. Why? Because it's so easy to eat junk food. It's so easy to eat fast food. There's drive-through in every corner. Okay? And because of our busy schedules, we resort to eating this from fast foods every now and then. Let's plan consciously on how we can eat healthy meals and create an active lifestyle, as well as have adequate amount of rest. Remember, the more healthy habits that we can incorporate in our life, the more successful you'll be. Fourth tip is let's be able to motivate and support our spouse. Okay? It's important for us to be able to motivate and give inspiration to our spouse so that we can meet our health and fitness goals. Let's lovingly remind each other when the other is faltering from their goals. Let's accompany them when things are becoming difficult. Okay? That way, we will carefully and lovingly remind them of the goals that we have set. Lastly, let's communicate. Okay? Let's share with our spouse the triumphs and the frustrations that we have experienced as we strive for a healthy lifestyle. If we fail to eat healthy food today because the fast food at the corner of the office, the burger in that fast food looked so enticing, then so be it. Okay? Make sure that in the evening for dinner, you would have something healthy. Okay? Let's be able to work out healthy solutions together. That way, we work as a team. We can help motivate and inspire our spouse to keep both of us on track to getting where we want to go. Especially when the going gets tough, we have our spouse to rely on. There you have it. 5 terrific tips to improve your and your partner's health and fitness. By incorporating all these new habits together, we will greatly improve our chances of making these lifestyle changes lifelong. If you don't like vegetables, neither do I. But because of the health benefits it gives, we are sure that we will live longer because of these little changes that we do. Remember, our spouses and our families are God's gifts to us, and they deserve only the best. This is Maricel Badilla for Family and Life Update. Now I turn you over back to Harry and Bianca.
Thank you, Sel. That's a very timely topic.
I know. How do you and your husband keep fit?
No, actually, I was saying timely because we just recently got back into exercising and we're playing badminton.
Oh, wow.
Well, he's playing badminton and he's teaching me.
Oh, wow, that's really nice.
So that's his dream too, for us to be the champions of the doubles badminton.
Wow, good for you. I have nothing to contribute to this topic.
No, but you know, we should all being young families, young parents, we should get into shape.
For the kids.
Yeah, because we have young kids and we want
We're
to
still
grow
busy
old with
getting
them.
pregnant every other year, so
you have
one
to,
of these days.
And especially you have 4 kids.
I know. Okay, yes, we'll exercise.
Alright.
Honey, we're gonna start exercising. It's their fault. That's it this week. Read more about these stories at familylifeupdate.com. We're on Facebook as well. Just search for Family and Life Update, and on Twitter it's @officialFalu.
Thanks for watching us. Share the word about us, Family and Life Update. Don't forget to subscribe to our FLiQ Media channel here on YouTube.
Family and Life Update, presenting news for today's family, making a stand in today's life issues. And for our quote this week from a Burmese proverb, in times of test, family is best. Good night. God bless you and your families.